Yeah, hi, this is Tom Sior, the Fantasy Football Badass, with my DraftKings lineup for week 9. Um, alright, so I'm gonna stick with the Denver Broncos defense. I've been using them a lot all year. They're the best defense in the league. Um, yeah, they have to go to Indy this week, and Indy can do some things offensively, they are, uh, but they really haven't been the same this year. And Denver already did a great job on defense last week against Green Bay, so they can do it again at Indy this week. Um, all right, then I'm going to go with my quarterback is going to be Phillip Rivers. They're at home Monday night against the Bears. You know, the Bears give up a lot of touchdowns passing, and all the Chargers do now these days is pass the ball, and so Rivers is going to have a lot of attempts, and I like him against the Bears' poor defense. Then I'm going with Todd Gurley at running back. Um, Ever since he started in the league, he's been the best running back in the league, and so I'm going to stick with him until he proves otherwise. Um, they're at Minnesota, not a you know not the best matchup, but not the worst either. All right, so then I'm going to go with my other running back. I'm going to go with Chris Ivory of the Jets. They're at home against Jacksonville. Um, Jacksonville sucks. So I like Ivory. I like the Jets to win. Ryan Fitzpatrick is banged up a bit, so I think they're gonna give Ivory the ball a lot in this game. So I'm gonna go with him. That, all right. Then at tight end, I'm going cheap, but I think it's a good play this week. I'm going with Heath Miller of the Steelers against the Raiders. Big Ben is back. And The Raiders, I think, are like the worst team in the league against tight ends. So I like Heath Miller. And then also for wide receiver, I'm going to stay with the Steelers, and I'm going to go with Antonio Brown. Um, like I said, Big Ben is back, and Antonio's his favorite receiver. And against the Raiders defense, I really like them. I like him. All right. Then I'm going with my other wide receiver is Brandon Cooks. I'm going with him of the Saints. They're at home against Tennessee. Tennessee just fired their coach. The Saints they threw for 7 touchdown passes last week. I don't expect that again, but they can certainly do some good things. And Brandon Cooks has been playing well lately, so I like the Saints. I like Brandon Cooks of the Saints. Then I'm gonna go with my other wide receiver is I'm stacking him Stevie Johnson, stacking him up with Phillip Rivers, so of the Chargers. Um, like I said, well, Keenan Allen is out for the rest of the year, so Stevie Johnson will be there. Will get the most targets now in that passing game, especially with Antonio Gates still banged up. So I like Stevie Johnson. He's real cheap. And then my flex play is Demaryius Thomas of the Broncos. They're going, like I said, they're going into Indy. I expect Peyton to do a few good things passing wise. He's going to set like the record for most wins and stuff. And so I think he's going to, going back to Indy, he's going to do a few good things. With his arm, I wasn't that excited enough to actually play him this week, but I think Demaryius Thomas can do some things in this game. So that's my DraftKings lineup for this week. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below, and good luck, everybody.